EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. First carry for Nick Chubb, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Dante Hightower on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now this throw caught left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it in.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try?
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go play action here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 10.
Now Mayfield. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Buying time to his left. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Flushed out right.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Forced out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check 27, eyes on 27. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Check 4, check 4.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point. And, Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now here's a throw that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Eric Ebron with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Mayfield with it once more. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Brandon Wilson to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The tackle there by John Johnson. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. That escapes the sack. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. First down, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And again, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Cleveland. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Wilson now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Landry now on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Mayfield now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. It's Miller, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Mayfield. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield being chased out left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. It's the Browns with a deficit there. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Bengals are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. This goes out wide from Mixon. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Steps away to his left.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
McPherson now for the extra point.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
This one taken just inside the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Chris Nagar now for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there for Cincinnati.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey. 29 is a Mike.
They're going to look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
54.
Back to throw. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game over.
Well, Charles, it's one